Please start
Up
drawing.
his
Yeah,
notes.
this is what we're here
All
for.
right,
This is
Nice.
coloring with the cast. The whole idea here is to color and relax, have fun. You know, you're a Comic Con. You can't be imaginative here. I don't know where you should be at too. So, I guess let's talk to I guess Ben, Eric, Matt, and just talk about bringing Gumball back into this world, this sphere again. What was that process like? Make it happen.
Well, we got brought back from the grave a little bit, but not really in truth, because this season was always planned to happen. It was supposed to come off the heels of the movie, but since it's been momentarily delayed, we just we put it aside and then just moved on with the show. So that meant narratively we had to kind of lend it. You know what I mean? And this is what we're doing. We're addressing this kind of cliffhanger that we had at the end of season 6. And then we're just diving into just more Gumball shenanigans, exploring characters that didn't get much screen time, or just going deeper into some characters' relationships, reintroducing some fan favorites, and kind of continuing with this meta narrative that's part of the show.
Right. Well, if I can ask about that too, of course, they don't really age, but your stories seem to change. You guys, your trends of what you want to do or what you want to talk about as well, whether it's AI, whether it's, adult relaxation and allowing to, be free from family craziness too. I mean, there's a bunch of different themes too. So, how do you think that's changed as you started Gumball to now?
I feel new topics like AI for sure feel more modern, and I guess we'll speak to this new audience that we're looking for, but also it's still very much rooted in family life and those little tidbits that we mine from our past, mostly traumatic past, and that we turn into comedy.
So when you guys are reading for your characters, where do you start at? Where do you start at to be a Gumball out of 10 before you have to go we're screaming, going crazy at the same time? Is it okay, started at 8, but we still go to 13 just because I have to?
Yeah, gosh. It's just me and when we're recording on a Zoom, it's just me and the vocal director, Eden, and when we do have to take that to the next level, those lines, it's definitely difficult because thinking that you've gone the highest you can go and then having somebody tell you let's go a little higher.
You get the
cool.
More blood on the microphone.
Yeah. And we like to save them for the end so they don't ruin voices, but it's hard, but it's all so much fun, and I'm really glad I get to be part of the project.
What was coming back every time when it comes to Gumball? Is there a base thing that gets you into the right mindset for Gumball? Is there something you think about? Do you look at him? What is it that gets you right in the right mindset?
Yeah, gosh, I just kind of get into the weirdest, most unhinged mindset that I possibly can. And kind of become Gumball for 20 to 30 minutes before my session, which is kind of miserable for my family, but it helps kind of get in the Gumball vibe, and helps for the next 3 hours to get me through.
Very cool. Well, I'll let you color. Let's talk about Darwin now. Come back into Darwin too. So, what's the what is your process to get into this fishy mindset?
Well, me and Darwin are actually a lot alike, because he's very caring and loving, and I could relate to him in that way. But to get into the role, it's kind of hard, because not really hard. I've gotten used to it. I have to change my voice a lot, and I have to I kind of have to scale it up, down if I haven't done it in a long time, and I go until I get to Darwin, and then I'm ready for the session.
That's awesome. How about you? How do you get ready for everything? How do you get ready to be there? You're like, this is where it is.
I think I put myself in her shoes really and think about like what she has to do all day and like, oh, save my family, get dinner time. That's how it is and that's my life. And then you just kind of get into her personality and change shoes and you just say it like how she would.
Now, of course, you guys have been to cons and stuff too, and you run into kids, but a lot of kids don't understand how voice work works. So when they come up to you, is there a specific like thing you have where you're like, this is how I show you I'm Gumball. This is how I show you I'm, Darwin. Is there anything you have that you show me like? Because I've seen Matthew Lillard get on the ground. He brings out his Shaggy because kids don't want to believe this older dude, with glasses on. He was like Shaggy. So, what do you do? Is there like a certain thing you have that you're like, this will sell?
Gosh, I mean, just kind of getting into like the weird embodiment of Gumball, but because I don't really do a voice for Gumball necessarily, it's more of just like an energy in my voice. So when people ask me to do a voice, I sorry to disappoint you, but it's just kind of me.
There's a lot of voice actors who would like that opportunity nonetheless too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. Well, I want to say, you come here, you have all the fans and the fan favorites too. So, what is it about growing up with Gumball? You move through the characters' lives, and they expand, they go forward. So I guess even the creators in the voice town here, what's it like to essentially start on a project and know you come back to this new little home that's kind of its own little cul-de-sac of fun.
It's incredibly comfortable for me. The characters are based off my own family. It's like I'm coming back home when I'm like writing new episodes.
So you all sleep on the couch and they sleep on top of you? Is that how that works? Or?
It's pretty much it.
So we're at Comic-Con as well. When you get a chance to see the fans, like, a lot of times people made stuff during COVID and all these times, you're essentially yelling a voice into a vacuum. You don't know what's happening out there. So what's it like to come to Comic-Con and be able to connect to those people who are like, I watched it, or it's on in my house all the time. Like, it never stops. Some adults don't do that, so.
Well, it's the first time like we've been to Comic-Con here in San Diego, and it's also the first time since the beginning of the show that we got to meet with our American audience. And they were like the first fans of Gumball. They're the reason why the show still exists today. It's been a very emotional kind of like connection that we had this morning in that room with all of them. I was very touched.
Did you all expect like the amount of people without seeing them before? They're out there, but being able to see them, in a room like that, like what was that? What did that mean to you all?
It was really crazy. I was not expecting so many. I was expecting a lot of people in there, but the amount of people in there, it was like a packed house. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is insane. And just like when they announced the teaser trailer for it, I was expecting people to go like, oh, yay, Gumball's back. I'm so excited. I wasn't expecting this. This is just whoa. Like, I wasn't expecting so many people to lose their minds off of the new season of this show.
But they have to be crazy to like it in the first place.
I just didn't realize how huge of a fan base Gumball had, and I'm really excited that we get to give them more now.
I mean, when you first see those things, like what was it, Brie?
I just think like it was so touching. Like Ben said that like there were so many people who just enjoy Gumball so much and like wanted to be there for panel and just get to know us.
Well, and does it also surprise, especially you kids, how many adults out there love Gumball too? Because you're like, oh yes, a bunch of kids who probably I see backpacks and stuff, whatever else with stickers and things. But to see all the adults out there, because like I said, these stories touch a lot of things for a lot of ages too.
Yes.
So
There were some proper old timers. Like for real. Like with the respirator and stuff.
I always have shogun on for.
Felt like Elvis a little bit, like.
when the teaser dropped and there was such crazy engagement on socials, like so many millions of people responding, there was like a trend that happened really sweet and organic where people were taking an old photo of themselves and posting with the title of the Amazing World of Gumball, and then them now, 7 years later, with Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. It's really touching. Like seeing they've grown up with the show and it means so much to them, and they were just so excited to like welcome back. And that wasn't any kind of like internal initiative. That's just people collectively like doing this thing, and it became had its own momentum. It's so cool.
All right. Now, I actually had a bunch of people here before. I had the Futurama cast, I've had the King of the Hill cast. So I've talked to Simpsons. I've talked to, American Dan was just here 10 minutes ago. So, but the thing is, the one thing that's so special that I hope you understand is the fact that it doesn't matter if they just see a picture of it, like you own real estate in their head. You're the voice in their head, which is a crazy thing. So now when they look at Darwin, they look at Gumball, they look at all these characters, they essentially think in your voice. Like, what's that about? What do you feel about that?
Oh shoot!
No, keep going. You can say if you want or whatever else too. But I mean, that's kind of the cool thing. Essentially, is like they think, they've essentially taken your voice, and that's what they put in their head when they think about those characters too. So
It's true that it's important. You're in their like lives,
Yeah.
and you're in their living room, and you're talking in their living room.
That's really weird.
it's also maybe something you want to like not focus out how big that is too. But that's the fun part too. So now you guys are all here, and of course we know what Gumball and Darwin and Ace likes too. But I want to ask, if you guys were out on that floor, what's the one things you would buy? Is there something you guys collect that you are like, this is what I do? Is this something you would want? What are the things out there that really kind of get you in your nerd?
I saw an action figure that was both John Cena and Guile from Street Fighter. And like, where else does something like that exist?
Wow. Someone out there asked for it too.
Yeah, enough. Like
the world needs this.
they spent probably hundreds of thousands of dollars tooling and machining the molds, and then they had to do the logistics. Like, yeah, we could sell enough of these to justify a John Cena Guile. We can do this.
Was it like an intentional mashup?
No, it is. It's a licensed figure. It's not like a fan made thing. Like Hasbro or whoever it is making a John Cena Guile. Huh? And I'm like, I want that. I didn't know before I saw it.
I thought Cody Rhodes was playing him.
He is. That's
They missed an opportunity. What color did they cross over each other?
I don't know. I wonder how much it costs to get John Cena to say Sonic Boom, I guess.
Yeah.
So
He seems like a reasonable guy. He
probably a lot too. How about you? Hey, what kind of toy would you like? What kind of collectible do you collect?
I mean, I saw a bunch of cute like bags, like little dolls and things like that, and I would want those huge bags because the covers are really cute and like keychains.
Oh, that's awesome.
You like miniatures, right?
Yes.
So you can fit a lot of miniatures in a huge bag.
Well, we'll make sure you guys get a couple toys. There's some bitty pops over there too. So, how about you guys? What do you guys collect?
I don't really collect anything. I'm just a big fan of like comedy, and so I saw there were like these little postcards that had Ted Lasso on them, like a little minimalist Ted Lasso. Those were really cool.
Believe.
Yeah.
I don't really collect stuff, but I'm a big fan of action figures, and I bought these, by the way. I saw a Superman action figure from the new movie that just came out, and I actually brung that here, and I got the Transformer.
It's one of us. Sorry.
And a Transformers one. Sorry, I was just doing that thing.
Yeah, no, the Transformer.
Yeah, Transformers one, which I also brung here.
Yeah, we brought that. It's a transformer that turns into the actual vehicle. And
Yeah.
we spent about 2 hours total trying to get it back into the vehicle.
Yeah, and it was so hard. I just
Not
get
getting
like
close. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to make sure you guys play with this. We have a electronic bumblebee over there. You talking to it, and it does them automatically.
There you go.
But that's, yeah, I can't give it to you because someone's gonna come pick it up. Apparently, it's a prototype or whatever. So
Really?
yeah. But there's ways to play that as well too. So. So I guess the real question is, Gumball is back. There's so many fun tales to it.
Yeah.
When it comes to this season, like, what is it about these stories that make you all excited to voice these characters?
I love how unpredictable it is and just so out of pocket. When I read the next script for the next week, I don't know what's coming next, and so neither will the viewers. I'm excited to surprise them with all our crazy stuff.
How about Darwin?
Yeah, I would say what he said. Kind of like you don't know what's gonna happen next. The first minute could be Gumball and Darwin eating cereal, and then the second minute it's them fighting off a dragon. It's always gonna be something crazy, and I just love that about the show, and I just know like the viewers are gonna love it, and I'm really excited to see that in the finished product. The unpredictedness and the funniness of it all.
And then the season.
I'm just excited to see it like come to life and have people be able to watch it like on a big screen and all the animation being finished and stuff.
Very cool. Last thing for the graders too, the art style is always so interesting, and the mixture of the art styles is always so interesting too. So, where do you think you progressed from the beginning to now, to where this new season, like allowing yourself to be all of these extra things, whatever you want them to be,
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey. It was like, I think it was an honor to be asked back to kind of take what was familiar, but then try and make it fresh. And hopefully you've done a great job of kind of like giving fans what they know and love, but then also kind of like trying new stories and like digging into things deeper. And yeah, keeping it familiar, but like making it feel fresh. And hopefully we've achieved that.
Very cool. Well, I want to thank you all for coming and coloring with us. Hopefully you guys.
This is a fun idea.
Get some satisfaction.
It was very
We're going to show and then explain what your thought process was a little bit on what you're doing. And sometimes too. We'll start with Gareth already. You got ready here too. So you just went straight for on color, on right.
Yep. Yeah, I tried to.
You show it to everyone here too.
Oh yeah, no, I just kind of tried to
Nice.
make it as realistic as possible. Started this guy, didn't finish this guy. I couldn't remember what color their mouths were, so I tried my best. It's pretty good. Mouths and tongues are pretty good, but yeah.
Could you remember your line in that scene?
Oh, yeah, I screamed a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then it was like a destination, bottom of Elmore Lake. Yeah. Weather today, 75 degrees and sunny. And then I was like, oh, that's not so bad. And then Anais said, it's midwinter, climate change. Yeah.
That's good recall.
This is what I did. I kept it like how it was, and I put the googly eyes on Gumball, kind of because
That's good. That works really well, actually.
It could be from the show.
I just saw googly eyes, and I was like, I gotta put that on
It's like
there.
googly eyes on stuff.
Googly eyes are awesome.
Googly eyes are awesome. We're gonna look at the color coloration.
Look out.
Bit of love. This is what the world needs.
Oh, very cute. Right there too. You seem to find
I remember that part.
It explains so much about you.
You have Leonard Daniels?
Daniel's at the bottom.
Why?
I represent.
Because he's like the best.
He's always watching.
He's the creepiest. That just
Random Leonard Daniels at the bottom.
My go-to is always just like slimy monsters.
Nice.
Add out of place monsters. So good.
very cool.
I just did a realistic when they're going on the ride. Sewer.
It's like model purpose colors.
Yeah.
Paint one for
Very cool. Well, thank you for coloring with us and coming in, and more importantly, coming here to meet the fans. And now
Yeah.
they're here, they're ready to go, and they're every episode they're kind of waiting for the next one too. And every age, every kind of person is on board with the show. So congratulations and have an amazing Comic-Con. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Buddy.